I think it's possible that this could be a prophetic word. This is for a person whose initials are ML. ML. I was a camp counselor along with him for a couple of summers. We kind of drifted for several reasons, but um, I'm just going to throw this out there. Maybe he's listening to me, maybe he's not. Um, but if he is, um, maybe this is word of knowledge. I don't know. In the natural sense, for the longest time, I didn't see you online. I would try to every once in a while follow up with you, but I think it was you. You were the first person to teach me about prophesying. You were the first person to introduce the whole concept to me. And so after the dream, I found out that you're leading worship somewhere at a church, which I find really encouraging, actually. It looks like it's a non-denominational church. And so anyway, I went into this dream. In this dream, I saw two little girls. Maybe they represented your kids, probably. There was just a torrential downpour. And I had this car, either it was mine or it was me and someone I was with. It was kind of like a sports car in a way. And you guys were carrying groceries in like plastic bags, like stuff with all kinds of goods like paper towels and stuff like that. And you were out in the torrential downpours. And I stopped the car and I said, "Hey, hey, Em, come on over here. Come on in here, you guys." And then your kids went in and I said, "Buckle up, buckle up." And that was the end of that. You guys got situated. Everything was fine after that. This scene kind of shifted around and now I realize that the whole area is just filled with people. There's no rain anymore, and it's sunny out, but there's just tons of people. I mean, it's like an outdoor, maybe a reunion or a church gathering of some type. I mean, it was just hundreds of people out, and they were just kind of standing and partying around. But you pulled aside by yourself. You were not in the mood for socializing. I was like, why isn't M coming over here to talk to me? He's not in the mood for socializing. And so you pulled over to the side, you pulled away from the people, and you kind of looked like you were stunned, like in a daze, like just stunned. Maybe it was because you were seeking God in your heart, and so I could see you standing away from the people, looking off in the air. Maybe you were seeking God. I don't know, but I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong with him? What's going on? I started walking through the group, walking around, and I started going to a bathroom, and it was in a hotel area. Then some guy says, "Oh, this is the paper towel." Here, again, the paper towel image. I don't know what's up with that. He said, "This is the paper towel I used at the other place." "Oh yeah, this is right. It worked very well." It's blah 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 blah. I'm like, man, why is he talking about that to me? And I've got like this coat on or whatever. Okay. And then we walk out. I walk out of there. I walk back to my original spot, and I hear this older lady talking about dreams. And I kind of looked at her, kind of smirked a little bit because I remember in the past I had talked to her about dreams. And it was funny that here I am walking right past her at the same time she's bringing this up to somebody else. I was like, huh, that's funny. That's a weird coincidence. Then I end up walking back to my original spot where there's just this crowd of people. And I think this represents deliverance from evil spirits, this part. I picked up what looked like a giant centipede in my hand. And this thing was like a foot long. So I picked up this giant centipede. It found out that it got even bigger when it was in my hands. It became like 3 or 4 feet long. And I was like, whoa, dude, I'm putting this thing down. And so I threw it on the ground. Some boy came up. He's like, whoa, what was that? I was like, oh, yeah, man, they can get a whole lot bigger if you go underneath this area over here. And he's like, well, don't lift it up. Don't lift it up. I don't want to see it. And that was the end of that. What a crazy, crazy dream. But I think there could be some prophetic words in there somewhere. So I'm just going to leave it at that. God bless you, ML. Don't be discouraged. I mean you well. I hope you and your family are doing great. God bless you in Jesus' name.